If you love fashion and want to help out a good cause, you won't want to miss out on this trendy event in Tel Aviv. ILTV's Natasha Kirchak went to the annual Trend Fashion Show, where powerful Israelis from around the country gather to fight violence against women.
Hundreds of thousands of women are exposed to sexual and domestic violence every day. It turns out one Israeli organization is on a mission to change that, and they've brought together top Israeli designers from around the country for the cause.
Our organization is called Women's Spirit, and what we do is basically we're for the day after. A woman leaves a situation of violence. Many times in Israel, people go back to the violence, and we say no. What we're going to do is we're going to support them, help them find themselves jobs, a way to support themselves financially, so they don't need to go back to the world of violence.
Every year, Women's Spirit collaborates with the fashion world to create the Trend Fashion Show. The annual event fundraises money to help support female victims of violence, and it's led by Moti Raif, one of Israel's top fashion figures.
Always fashion, lead us to do good things, and this is part of it. First of all, it's very emotional, show for me and also for them. I believe that every woman should fight against violence, especially for women, and that's what we are doing. This is our cause.
Around 200,000 women in Israel are currently being exposed to either domestic or sexual violence, and 50% of those that actually make it out of abusive relationships end up going back to their abusers.
What's happening in Israel is that there's a lot of money spent on either punishing the perpetrator or supporting something other than, but nothing's really there for the woman who wants to say, I've left, what happens now? She begins her life in a new city usually, has to create new friends, find a job, put her children in school, and so all of a sudden she's like in this blank, empty, kind of vast desert, and there's no one there, and we think, we're there for you.
So how does a Trend event work? Around 125 of Israel's top fashion designers have donated clothing to be sold at the fashion event, and all of the profits go to women in need. So as you can see around me are thousands of beautiful dresses, shirts, everything you can imagine, and they've all been donated by top Israeli designers. So what does that mean? As a woman, you can come here, find any dress that you like. It costs a third of the price that you would normally buy it in a store, and all of that money is being donated towards a good cause. Trenda is even kicked off by an exciting fashion show, where powerful Israeli women from around the country walk down the runway in honor of female victims.
And I'm very happy to be here because I think that it is a very, very important issue. Violence against women and non-equal payment, and it still happens till today.
Also really important because a lot of people think, not in my circle, and we have to know that the women we work with are both Jewish and Arab. We work with new immigrants, Russian, Ethiopians, Argentinians, Brazilians, Americans. It meets everybody and anybody.
Lots of celebrities taking part in Trend's fashion show say the event hits close to home.
From the bottom of my heart, I think powerful women, they all have something in their past that brought them and made them as powerful. I mean, you don't just go through a whole lifetime becoming a strong woman without stepping to some ditches.
It's fair to say that the Trend Fashion event does more than just fundraise money. It unites women from around Israel and ultimately reminds them about how much power they have to help one another. This is Natasha Kirchak reporting from Tel Aviv.